What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN USD. It is the third day of January, and here we are sitting at about $0.0045. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. It's nice to see that XCN has dropped to lower lows and immediately recovered. It's nice to see that it's been 6 days since I've talked about it, and we're just exactly where we were before. So you haven't missed much, or at least I haven't missed much. Right, we broke out to the downside again, right? We broke out here and we broke out here with very minimal volume. You guys, do I need to say it? I'm going to say it again, man. Get it tattooed on my face. The writing is on the wall. It's on the wall. Metaphorically, it's on my face too, man. It is abundantly clear that there's just a lack of selling pressure entirely. There's a complete lack of selling pressure. Whenever there are no more sellers, it's very, very easy to move the price to the upside. And I think we're witnessing some of that here, right? Big dogs are setting up their plays, and they let the price come back down, and they load up again, right? It does not take as much buying volume, as you can see on the green days here, as it does selling volume to move the price up, right? We're in very, very low levels of selling pressure. And again, I just think it's abundantly clear. We look at the daily time frame here. We look at the RSI. We do have lower lows in the RSI, and we did have a lower low in the price technically. So there is no bullish divergence or hidden divergences to go off of there technically. But nonetheless, we did bounce off the oversold zone, which is nice. That's nice. Now, bouncing off the oversold zone is good. Rejecting off the 50 is not good. A little good with the bad, but we're in this kind of neutral, semi-bearish territory anyways, so it's okay. Stochastics are back where they were every single time that we've actually reset in recent history, and then our MACD here. Well, the MACD's green, but what else is new? I mean, we're building up, man. We're getting closer and closer, and the reality is I don't like seeing all this green on the MACD and all this kind of bearish price action here. I like to see the green with positive momentum being built, but who cares what I like, first off. But the fact that the oscillators are getting closer and closer to this zero line, that is a good thing. Because regardless of how green or how red we are, once we get this to cross above the zero, that, and on the daily time frame too, that should promote some exciting price action, to say the least. That should go hand in hand, I would think, with a move that resembles what we saw back here in April. Right here. That's my assumption, right? Stochastics, RSI, the MACD, they're all very lackluster. So if we pull back from here, hell, if we see lower prices, I wouldn't be too terribly surprised or concerned. But nonetheless, you can see that there is a complete lack and absence of selling pressure altogether. Whenever the buying pressure comes in, it won't take much to push this price up a tremendous amount. We're going to make very short work out of all this price action to the downside. Again, what's taken months to accomplish to the downside will take days, if not 1 week, to just eviscerate entirely, to completely erase and undo. Because when we break out of here, the expected target, we're at 0.0452 right now, the expected target, and it should be like that. It's going to make your head spin how fast it is. Maybe it's just this super slow, long, drawn-out move. It's not like a 1 or 2 day pump that happens, but however it happens, should take us to about 1 to 1.4 cents, somewhere in this area. I'm thinking closer to 1.4 cents personally. If not there, then dramatically higher. We're talking 2 cents and beyond, but I don't know if we go up that high. Looking at this here on the daily time frame again, lackluster, I was going to say indicators, lackluster indicators here at areas where we typically find resistance, so don't be scared if we do pull back over the coming days. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame. We've actually made some moves, so the 1 hour might be helpful. Yes, it looks bearish. Yes, it does. Like we would come back down. We came down, we filled that gap. We filled this gap all the way over here from the 1 hour, right? Yeah, we had a gap right there. Came down, filled that gap. As soon as we filled it, we moved up. Do we have any gaps to the downside now? Am I missing anything? I don't see any gaps, guys. No gaps that are not filled. That one got filled. These ones all got filled. Ooh, maybe. Just maybe. Nope, no gaps there. You guys, we don't have any gaps to the downside. There's a lot of gaps to the upside, though. There are plenty of gaps to the upside. Going back here, there are gaps even above 2 cents. So I very much am confident that we will see those gaps being filled at 2 cents and beyond pretty soon. You're moving up. You're consolidating here. Volume is dying off. I know I said that we look bearish, but I mean, maybe we could break out to the upside, maybe. It kind of looks head and shoulders-esque, doesn't it? Right, like your left shoulder here, this could be your right shoulder. If we come down, if it is, that would definitely take us back down. The 1 hour RSI does strike me as bearish. Bearish does not mean that we go below these lows. It could just mean that we go lower and then we move up. But for now, sure, I guess we move down a little bit. Stochastics would make sense to go down, and the MACD would make sense to go down as well. 4 hour time frame here. Stochastics have reset. RSI rejected the overbought zone. A little hidden bullish divergence there. That might be why you're moving up, but I still stand by it. I think we move down. You're at a point to reject with the MACD as well. So down. Yeah, probably down. The short-term stuff is not what I'm concerned with, though. It's this mid to long-term stuff that we're concerned with, right? The MACD has extreme bullish divergence built out on it. The stochastics have bullish divergence built on it, like double bullish divergence here. RSI doesn't, but again, as we continue to close these weeks red and red and red, we just slowly but surely climb down. We are at some of the lowest readings on the RSI that we've seen since 2023, since over 2 years ago. These are the lowest readings on the RSI on a weekly basis that we've seen in over 2 years. We have the longest red week streak that we've ever seen in XCN's history. We've never had this many red weeks in a row. I think we're on our 14th week here. And how we moved up here, we had a bunch of wicks to the upside, right? And here we had some wicks to the downside. Here we had some wicks to the downside. Here we had some wicks to the downside. Here we had wicks to the upside, right? Here we had some wicks to the upside and we kept moving up. So it's not perfect. It's not flawless. But we've got a lot of wicks to the downside. I would assume we just have the stages set. We're poised. We're ready to make our move. Any day now, OnyxCoin is going to rally. And I have a feeling that this rally will really come to life in February. We've been moving down versus Bitcoin for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months in a row. Wow. 8 red months in a row versus Bitcoin. We look at the weekly time frame here on the XCN BTC chart, and we are very, very low in our RSI here as well. The lowest readings that we've seen in over 2 years as well. The stochastics still have bullish divergence, though it's waning right now technically. And the MACD does have bullish divergence as well. We have very, very intense bullish divergence that's been building since June of 2025, so the better part of a half year there, over half a year. Soon we're going to get this cross. It doesn't have to be this week. It doesn't have to be next week. It doesn't have to be the week after, but very, very soon, probably before February, if not the beginning of February, we should see some life come into play with this chart here. What's good for this chart is good for this chart. And when we make our move, assuming that this is the low or that we're near the low, I just wouldn't be surprised at all if we rallied to something above the 382 here, above 1 cent. 1 to 1.4 cents seems to stand out, but this 1.9 to 2.3 cent area is also something to consider. Statistically speaking, I would say we have like a 20% chance of going up to this golden ratio zone. I would say we have a very solid chance, man. I mean, like 60% or more that this is the area that we go to. And then the remaining percentage chance is that we're not at our low, we go lower. I would say that we have a higher chance of going lower from here than we do of going to this golden ratio from here. Does that make sense? Inevitably, I think we'll go to this golden ratio, through this golden ratio, to new all-time highs and all that stuff. But just as our next target destination, I think the most likely outcome is that we go to like 1 to 1.4 cents. I've got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I know I was away for a little bit, but Daddy's home. All right, we're back home. We are going to be doing TA every single day. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you very much. I'm glad that I didn't miss much. If something exciting happened, I would have made videos, but man, it just wasn't it wasn't the right vibe, man. Sometimes, if you're away, you kind of want to just be present in the moment, and that's what I was doing over the past week, was just trying to be as present as I can. So anyways, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Present as I can, not on this video, but in life. not in this YouTube channel, but in life. Definitely not present at all over the past 6 days on the YouTube channel. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.